Hey everybody, MrFlavorsmith here, and brand ambassador to VGASS, the vertical grill accessory storage system. Now, what does that all mean? Well, I tell you what, this is a really awesome product that I ran into a couple months ago. I saw it and I said I had to get my tongs on it because it solves a really, really big problem with backyard cooking, especially if you're really into it and you have multiple grill units. Not even multiple grill units, just many accessories, grill accessories for your grill units. There's a common problem between this always, whether it be a Kamado ceramic style grill, a Weber charcoal grill, a pellet smoker, or a gas grill. If you have accessories, where do you put them all? Storage has always been a historic problem for the backyard cooking space. We've got everything on the market except for really awesome storage solution. Well, I tell you what, VGASS, it solves that issue that everybody has. And it does it in a really premium way with premium materials, a really well thought out design product, and an incredibly well manufactured system. This is a VGASS, vertical grill accessory storage system. Let's see what it's all about. All right, so this just isn't a normal storage solution. This is a really well thought out system. At first, you're gonna see immediately the premium materials that were used. 304 stainless steel. And I tell you what, this is not just a bolt together system. This has been well manufactured. The only assemble that's actually required is to just install the 3 push pull handles that are around the cart. There's 3 of them. One in the front to lift the lid and one on either side to push it around. It's super sturdy and it only takes 6 screws in total. Really, 5 minutes to assemble it fully. And everything else just comes as you see it. Wheels installed and ready to go. And as you can see, those aren't welds right there. That's bent stainless steel. So you are gonna see welds somewhere around here, but the time that was put into actually assembling, manufacturing this system is truly amazing. You really don't have to put any time into doing it. One of my favorite features, and it's just super convenient for the backyard space, is it has 4 locking, swiveling off-road casters. Super handy. So it's not just good for a stamped concrete backyard like this, but you can actually take this across grass, you can take it over dirt, gravel, lots of different places. And these pull handles that come with the system are super, super sturdy. Once you lock them in place, you're good to go. On the outside of the system, below the cabinet, is actually another storage area. What I use this for is my 26-inch accessories. Not all of my 26-inch Weber kettle accessories, but some of them, like my complete grill grates I'll put under there, or I have a large paella pan that I put under there that's 24 inches. Because inside the VGASS unit, it has a limitation of 24 inches diameter to hold 24-inch and below grill grate accessories. I really like how tall the system is too, because it works great for a prep table and a serving cart. Sitting right at 37 and 1/8 inch tall. This is a pretty awesome height. Comes right up to my belt line and I'm 6 foot 2 inches tall. The pull handles are a great size as well. It has an overall length sitting right at 17 inches. The lid is 33 inches wide by just under 28 3/4 inches deep. So it's a really great size for a large cutting board, such as this, serving trays, whatever you're gonna do on here, you've got a lot of working space. I really like the wood border around the edge. It just really exudes a premium quality to it and a really awesome style. And it comes in 2 different colors, a coastal gray and a Brazilian walnut. Me, personally, I really like this Brazilian walnut. Super, super classy. And when I'm not using the side push and pull bars, I like to hang my grilling towels on there and my spray bottles. And as you can see, the main storage chamber that holds everything is a smaller diameter than the lid. Let's see what that is right now. Across the front, the width is 30 and 1/8 inches wide by 25 and 5/8 inches deep. And on the back side up top is a full length stainless steel piano hinge. Really sturdy design. And down on the bottom is actually a pour spout. This is a standard hose thread size. Take the cap off, put a hose directly to it and drain the line out. What is this used for? You can wash the inside of your VGASS unit. That's a really cool feature, really convenient. All right, let's check out what we got on the inside. All right, check this out. There's a lot that goes on in here, okay? I have grilling accessories for my Weber 22-inch kettle system, my 26-inch Weber kettle system, my gas grills, and my pellet smoker. This was originally designed for premium grills like Kamado style grills. So the Big Green Egg, Kamado Joe, things like that. But I found it extremely handy for all of my grilling needs where I'm not doing as much Kamado grilling as a lot of people are. I do a lot of Weber kettle grilling, I do a lot of gas grilling, and I do a lot on my pellet smoker. And as you can see, all of these different accessories from the left all the way over to the right are all vertical in its positioning. And that's all possible through this really awesome, unique system design that's in here. Let me show you exactly what I mean by this. Right here, you see these? These are the little vertical channels that hold what look like to be grill grates going from the front to the back. And these are what they look like. So it's made of the same type of material that a lot of grill grates are made out of, and they just slide in from the front to the back. You've got your slotted channel in the back that this fits into, and then you've got your slotted channel in the front that this sits into, and it just slides in there. So this entire system is completely customizable from the left to the right. And I'm gonna get back to those dividers in a second. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff in here, so I use a combination of a lot of the different dividers that they actually provide. And sold separately, you can buy more dividers. Also on the left side, you have a really handy grilling utensil hook system that's in here, and it holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different grilling utensils. If my grilling utensils don't already have some sort of a hook system on there, I go ahead and put them in install myself. That way they hang nice and easy, but it's perfect. It's right out of the way. It's super handy. And these are all my primary grilling utensils that I use. I have an area for a hot brush. I use a hot brush all the time. I also use a cold brush, but I use a little hand cold brush. Spatula, I use a spatula all the time. Most importantly, my tongs. That's my #1 item I use for just about everything. I have a pigtail. I like to use this on open live fire cooks when I'm doing tri-tips, something like that. And then my grilling gloves. I've got my double long gloves, and then I also have my mitt that's in here as well. And then I have a coal rake that's just sitting here off to the side. And as you can see, this lid lifts with ease. Why does it lift with ease? One-handed lift. It's got 2 gas shocks in here. These 2 gas shocks do all of the heavy lifting for us. So even though it's a large size lid and it's stainless steel, it might look heavy, but it's very, very easy to lift. So now what I think I should do is I should show you all the stuff I have in here. And to be fair, I actually stack in more stuff in here. I normally put a couple rotisserie rods in here, and then I'll put like my paper towel holder in here. I'll put my black nitrile gloves right here. I'll throw in a couple of silicone mats over the top. Let me show you what that looks like right now. Paper towel holder, throw it in there. Black nitrile gloves, my silicone mats, my Boy Scout match. I always put in a little trash can. Stick it in there as well. My rotisserie rod for my Weber 22-inch kettle, and my rotisserie rod for my large Monuments grills. That's pretty much everything I stick in there. And it's just like that. Every time I open it up, I just go through, take it out. And when I'm not using these very often, I'll just stick these in the garage because I don't use them all the time. I mainly keep the tools I use all the time in here. So I always use these. I always use my trash can. I always use my paper towels. Almost always use my Boy Scout match. Almost always use my nitrile gloves. And I always use these utensils over here as well as the gloves. All right, let's start pulling stuff out. First things first. Don't know what that is? That's my VGASS cup holder. All right, starting all the way from the left, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull it out. My grill brush, my spatula, my tongs, my grilling gloves, my grilling mitten, my pigtail, my coal rake, my Monument gas grill smoker box, another wood chip smoker box, a pellet smoking tube for my pellet smoker. This is my little stainless steel water trough that goes inside one of my kettles. These are for my gas grill, and what these do is these hold chips, or they actually will hold some lump coal, or some briquettes, give you a little bit more of a coal type flavor on a gas grill. A large veggie tray for my gas grills. Another large veggie tray for my gas grills. A small veggie tray for my gas grills. a 22-inch grill grate. This is an indirect grill grate. Allows you to access your coals over here while you're grilling stuff over here. I use this a lot for indirect cooking and for smoking meats. 22-inch. Here's another 22-inch grill grate. This is a drip pan for a 26-inch Weber kettle when you use an offset coal basket. This is my 22-inch, I believe they call it a disco pan, but I call it a wok, even though it's not a wok. It's my 22-inch wok system. This goes on my 22-inch Weber kettle. And I like to make fried rice with this. That's my favorite thing to make on there. Or some yummy tacos. I believe this is a 14-inch ceramic pizza stone. Another 14-inch pizza stone. A 20-inch carbon steel paella pan that I use as a heat deflector and a drip catch for my 22-inch Weber kettles. Hey, you know, you gotta have a MrFlavorsmith cutting board in there. A heat deflector for my 22-inch Kamado ceramic insert. This is a large Lodge cast iron griddle, yet again for my gas grill. This is a large 22-inch griddle for my 22-inch Weber kettle. I also use this on there when I'm using the rotisserie pizza combo extension ring. What happens is I have the flames come up, hit, this goes on the very lid of the rotisserie. The flames hit this, and then it deflects all the way towards the front opening, giving me a nice, super hot, consistent temperature that rolls right over the top of the pizza, cooking it just perfectly in just a matter of 2 minutes. Very thick. All right, that's all of it. That's everything in there. And these are the dividers that come with it. Actually, I have one more. This divider came with it as well. We'll move this around. Let me show you the different dividers they have. You have 2 of these lower profile dividers. You have the same thing, but just a little bit higher up. And yet again, you have 2 of those. Then you have 1 of these dividers right here. And on this divider, there's a divider going all the way down right here. So you have this small section right here, and then you have all of this that's open. With these, since they're individual, you can make them any thickness you want, completely open. You have another one of these dividers right here. That's a lower profile. And the difference is that now the divider going down is in the middle. So you've got this open space right here and this open space right here going all the way down. And last but not least, you have this large divider that's open and from here right at the middle point this way and from here that way. These 3 different dividers are really good for dividing up. Like I said, right here I had 2 different cast iron griddles going in here, one right here and one right here. Worked really well for that. But you could be using like your 180-degree ceramic stones that go inside a Kamado style grill for more of an indirect cook. I also put my different grill grates in there. So if I'm changing out on my gas grill, I swap out one of my cast iron griddles for my grill grates. I put those grill grates back in here. All right, so standard, this is how the setup comes. You get all these different dividers in here, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different styles of dividers in here, with a low profile and a higher profile being very much the same, the individual pieces. So this allows you really to make a lot of different custom widths with inside this space. It also includes the 5 different hook bracket on here for your utensils, and sold separately, all ready to be installed. You can purchase another one of these hook systems for over here, increasing your utensil hook capacity to 10. And it's super easy. It just takes 2 screws that are already threaded, ready to go. Now let me show you what's at the bottom of this. And as you can see, these things are super, super thick wire here. Really nice. Okay, so your system gets dirty, right? Because you're not taking the time to clean all of your grill grates and everything. Who has the time for that all the time? It's just not possible. So you throw them in here, it starts to get dirty, but you realize that this unit is built like a tank and it's very, very hard to tip over, which is a good thing, but you need to clean it. What do? Super, super easy. You just take a hose and you spray it out on the inside here. That's it. Spray it out and you're good to go. All of the dirty water and everything will drain down into this little catch right here, and that's where you install the hose on the other side and then just run that hose wherever you want it to drain to. When I said they thought of everything when this was designed, they truly did. And if you're worried about messing up these vertical channels right here while you're cleaning everything up, they just slide right out. This bottom piece right here and these vertical channels right here, these are polymer. So make sure that if you're going to use some sort of degreaser or something like that, that you're using something that's a polymer safe degreaser. All right, now let's see everything that fit in there. All right, so let's see all that could fit in that VGASS. Wow, look at all of that. That's a lot of stuff. Let's check it out. We'll go from the left all the way to the right. We've got our 22-inch big griddle surface that we use for our 22-inch Weber kettle. We've got multiple heat deflection stones in there. We have a cutting board. We've got multiple 22-inch grill grates that are in there. We've got multiple grilling baskets that are in there. All of our utensils, our gloves, our water trough, all sorts of different smoke boxes. We have drip trays, large wok style pans. We've got heat deflectors and more drip trays. We've got more griddle options. Man, I tell you what, that VGASS really does hold a lot of stuff, no doubt about it. All right, so I wanted to talk to you about what you could really do with this system. Because of its design and how modular it is, and everything stacks up vertically via the vertical slots that are in there for the dividers that go into place, you can customize this setup for your needs individually. So don't just think that you just have to put ceramic stones in there and grill grates, things like that. I have a lot of gear because I'm using a lot of different grill systems. But let's just say if you have a Kamado system, or you have a kettle system, or a gas grill, and you're really into that, man, you've got room for other things in here. You might only need half of this, but then you can put in your charcoal, you could put in your wood chunks, you can do a lot of different things in here, which is really, really, really nice. For me, for my setup and everything I have, I find it most valuable to store the really awkward, round, giant items. Anything that's 24 inches and under will fit inside here vertically. And then on the bottom, as we said before, this is where I stick my larger items that are larger than 24-inch diameter. I actually have a 24-inch paella carbon steel pan that I use as a heat deflector for my 26-inch Weber kettle. And then I also use the bottom to store my Weber 26-inch kettle grill grates. All right, everybody, I hope you got value out of that today, and this helped better explain some of the features and what VGASS is really all about. And if you have any questions at all, put it in the comments below. We'll get back to you right away. I didn't know what to expect with this when I actually got this system. I wasn't sure if it was something I would use all the time. I find myself in and out of this unit multiple times throughout every single cook I have. Before, I had things kind of scattered here and there, and it was just really hard to get everything nice and organized. VGASS has really helped me organize just my life when it comes to my grilling game. And I'm super impressed with the build quality on it. I have a background in manufacturing of over 20 years in consumer products. I had a machine shop, all sorts of stuff. I know what quality is, and this is quality. The build was good, the materials are great. I mean, it's just an awesome product. Hey, but do me a big favor. Put in the comments, is this a system that you can see helping you better organize your backyard grilling system? Well, everybody, I hope that helped you better understand what VGASS is all about. It truly is an innovative, first of its kind in the organization category for backyard grilling. When I first saw this, I knew I had to get my hands on it because it really just fixed a problem, a really big problem I had, where I just had everything scattered around. I had them hanging up on racks in the garage, leaning up against different things throughout the backyard. It was kind of a mess and really embarrassing. This didn't just make me happy, it made my wife really happy too. But hey, if you have any more questions about anything on this, just leave it in the comments below and I'll get back to you right away. And if you're unsure if this is a product for you, subscribe to the channel. We have a whole bunch of videos coming up showing you how I go in and out of this, real world case uses on me cooking different things and using different grill systems, why I find this a very valuable tool in my backyard arsenal cooking gear. And until next time, your friend over at VGASS, Mr. Flavorsmith, hopes you live a life of flavor. And yes, this premium cover is included with every purchase.